Okay, here we go. I'm going to make that yogurt with powdered milk. Okay, I have 1 cup of powdered milk it's the powdered milk from Sam's Club. So I've got that in here. 1 cup of that. 2/3 cup of goat milk, powdered goat milk. So 2/3 cup of powdered goat's milk. Yes, I've washed my hands, so because it's really, really important when you do fermentation of any kind that you have a very clean scenario. Okay, 3.5 cups of water. Pouring it in. That can go there. I'm really excited about this. Here we go. So this is a new cook stove. What brand is it? It's a GE. I was really loving all of the features because it's got air fryer, convection, pizza, steam clean. It hooks to the Wi-Fi. Not a big fan of that, but it was kind of handy to be like, oh yeah, I need to set a timer on what I just put in or on or whatever, so I could do it from my phone from the garden, which is far away from my kitchen. But the burners, there's 2 really big burners, and then there's a teeny tiny burner and then a medium burner in the back. And the middle, I like the middle. I like the griddle in the middle. I like that a lot. But it's propane. So you're either really even on low for some things. I don't like that. But otherwise, I love it. There was another one, of course, it was a lot more money. That was, it had the bigger burner with a littler burner in the middle. So there was 2 rings of, I don't know what that's called, but I like that concept. And I don't know, I didn't really look into if it was, if there was a way to just do the smaller one. But it just is, when I use my cast iron to make eggs, it is, the cast iron on the outside's hot, but the inside is not, because there's no heat there. It's just on the outside. So, yeah. Next place, we're going to do a different stove. Well, not until we build something, then that's going to take a while. So the next place is our 10x16 shed. And the 10x16 shed will not have a stove or an oven in it. We will be, I don't know what we'll do. All right, currently already 80 degrees. So just a cheap little, what is it? Alpha Grillers. It's an instant read. I like that. I think it's typically for meats, apparently, because there's a meat, what temps need to be, what meat needs to be at what temp. But it works well for this, so I'm using it. Yeah. Yay. Put that there. That'll work. Now, just stirring so it doesn't scorch on the bottom. And we want to get this to 180 degrees, because at that temperature, it helps break down the fat molecules or something along those lines. I don't remember exactly what I was reading on why it needs to go to 180. One, it helps, this is dehydrated. It's already pasteurized and all of this stuff. So the likelihood of any icky being in here is very, 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 very low. But at the same time, if you just do it all the time, if you stay consistent with, when I make yogurt, I bring it up to 180 and then I let it naturally cool because I don't want to rush the process of things for safety, because nobody wants a bellyache, right? Not getting in a hurry because I don't want to scorch it, because nobody likes that. Well, there is some kind of recipes, I think, that are scorchy goodness. I don't know. So this whole waste not, want not, right? That is, that's pretty good. It's a pretty good saying, in my opinion. Waste not, want not. What do you think? Is there a place for it in today's society? Maybe in our government. Let's not go there. Anyway, we'll not go there. Yeah. Our grandparents had some good sayings, right? And I'm looking forward. Do you think I can do it? I don't know. I mean, my husband's already got something in the Amazon cart. String for our weed eater. Electric or battery operated weed eater. Hi, buddy. Now, do we need it? It's drier than a popcorn fart here. So I don't know if we're going to need it. Because we've got everything already. Well, I guess because we water those things on an irrigation line. I think weeds might grow around them. But I don't know. We'll see. That will be one thing. I mean, we have it in the budget, right? That is one of our. So we have our monthly budget, and then we have our annual budget, and then we break that down by 12, and then we add that into our monthly budget. Really works really well. You know, tires, brakes, other dumb stuff that breaks on your car. We have a budget line. Is it an accurate budget line? No, because we don't know. I mean, we could be going down the road and hit one heck of a pothole, and now we get to replace a tire that we weren't expecting to. Or we have to replace all the tires, because if we replace one, it's newer than the rest, all that stuff. Or just, you know, those things. Is an average of, if we have to take our vehicle in, like last year, the mice, they did $5,000. $5,000 of damage on our car. The mice, $5,000 within a month. We had it in there twice. The first time we had to have it towed in. And let me tell you, we live over an hour away from the Toyota dealer. Thank you, God, for AAA. So, with that, AAA is a once a year payment. So we have that in our annual, and we have it broke down to 12 by 12, and then we put that into our sinking funds. So I need a chair. Excuse me. So that car registration, Christmas, family gifts, all of those things go into our annual, and our average, what can fit. You know, some years gifts are, yeah, you're lucky for us to send you a birthday card from the Dollar Tree. Yeah, but we also have all of those extras. Our Amazon Prime, that's an annual. That is something we like to have. what is the other annual? Car registration, car repair, holiday stuff, vacation. We have that in there. How much can we afford to put back every month for an annual vacation? Or if we do littler vacations, then we can break that out and use that for what that is. Works really well, and it took a few years, really trial and error, a few years of getting that all together. So then we have home maintenance, homestead maintenance, vet bill. You know, we don't. It's not monthly that we take our animals to the vet, thank God. But we know every year they're going to need their vaccines and wormed and all that stuff. So we have that money going, and just in case if something else was to happen, we put that money. And it's taken us a long time to get our bills into a place to be able to do that. So I'm working us down to, I'm doing like squats here. So I'm working us down into living on 10%, 20% of our income. And this has been years we've been doing this. This is our income. How can we live well under that? So I don't buy a lot of new clothes. If my t-shirts get threadbare, and I go to the thrift store, and I don't care. I don't care. So there's that. I'm trying to get into more all natural clothing, which is not the easiest thing because I'm not finding things, shorts, you know, like these jogging shorts. They're really handy when I'm watering because they get a little wet and they dry really fast. But at the same time, who wants plastic on their skin? Not me. So 122. Anyway, so yeah, that is how we've been doing our budget. And every month we put into a high yield savings because that there is the golden goose. Ha! I am not even joking. The high yield. Find one, get in it. I so 100% find a high yield savings and get in it. That is the golden goose. Anyway, so we maintain to make sure that we have an annual dollar amount for all of those annual things that will happen or might happen. And then we monthly add to that. Also, I shop sales. I shop not always intentionally. There's times I'm just craving. You know, like the other day I was guacamole and chips. Well, I am not about to sit here and can, and I have, and it's fun, but when I want it, chips, I'm not making on the stove. I'm not milling flour. I'm not rolling that stuff out. Because corn chips, they're easy to make. It just takes a couple of days. And they're yummy, but it takes a couple of days. You got to be real intentional with that. And I don't have the bandwidth. When I want it right now, I want it right now. And I sometimes will be like, yep, I'm going to the store and I'm getting tortilla chips. Because I want chips and guac. So there's that. So that pushes, we really, our current monthly grocery budget is $250 a month. That's what we currently have. We have a lot of food storage that we are eating on. That is saving us. Now, can we continue $250 a month if we had no food storage? I don't know. Todd eats a lot. He really, for a skinny dude, he eats a lot. He eats more than I do, and I'm not skinny. But he's skinny. It's not fair, but it is what it is. Anyway. Uh-oh. 132. The budget that we keep is pretty minimal. Our cell phone, 2 phones, it's 10 gigs a month of data, unlimited talk and text, but I don't really understand that because if we're out of data, the talk and text portion doesn't really work. I don't know why. I don't know if there's like a setting on our iPhones we need to change to make that work. If you know, let me know, because that would be really helpful. But we pay $28 a month for our cell phone bill. Yep, $28 for 2 cell phones, 10 gigs, which isn't a lot, but we don't go through it unless we're traveling and like doing some weird stuff. Not weird, but like YouTubing and stuff like that. Oh, shoot. Hello, hip. Ow. Ow. All right, that was a bad idea. Anyway. Yeah, $28 on our cell phone. We just upped our Starlink, and that's $175 a month now for unlimited roaming, because we have a mini, and apparently if you have a mini, you have to be roaming. I need to not have to squat here. That hurt. Anyway, so $175 for that a month. That's a lot compared to we were paying $75 for unlimited through our local internet, but our local internet was sucking real bad. It wasn't consistent. Sometimes it was working, sometimes it wasn't working, and it sucked. So, because we knew we were moving, we were just like, just get rid of that headache and get Starlink, because it worked until we ran out of our whatever it is. And then it was like, whoa, this low internet usage is not going to work for us. So we upped it up to one for the unlimited. And and then because we have unlimited and we use our phones on our Wi-Fi, so our 10 gigs we're not really using, and then when we're traveling we can just bring our Starlink with us, and since it's unlimited, our cell phone bill is going to maintain $28 a month. That's cheap. Anyway, so there's that. And then car insurance is pretty spendy because of that van that we're turning into a camper van. That seems to be a $143. That seems to be a high dollar, even though we have full coverage on our Subaru and full coverage on that van, because driving across the country and such, we wanted full coverage. So, but I think we pay monthly for that. Todd's life insurance is $45 a month. Anyway, there are things that we could minimize even more, totally. Especially right now, which is why I'm doing this 2 months of just eating what we have, the best that we can. Now, I want to make sure I have apples. I like apples. They're that sweet treat for me when I am in the middle of lunch and dinner and I want something, it helps keep me on target on eating better foods. So I will keep an apple. I will keep apples, and I will probably have, I will need to go buy apples. So that's what, $6? Depending on where you get them and what kind you get and what time of year and all that stuff. So anywhere from $6 to $8 for the apples. That's not a big expense, and I probably have enough change laying around here that I could pull that. I could just pull some change, and then it's not even pulling from the bank account. So then it kind of feels negligible on our budget. I mean, I'm still spending money, and could that $8 go to something else? Absolutely. But it's apples. And because of the freeze, the late freeze that we had here, we're not going to have any apples on our trees. So I get to support another farmer. Anyway, yeah. And that goes back into, I don't know what that goes back into. I'm just kind of rambling. I don't know if you noticed. But what do you think? Have you ever done this powdered milk into yogurt thing before? So I have my yogurt. The one recipe I read said 2 tablespoons of yogurt. It's really, 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 that's probably 3 tablespoons. But I wouldn't go any less than 2 tablespoons. And this is the yogurt that I made last week that I'm just reusing because I know it's live culture. And I'm getting it room temperature here so that when everything gets put together, it gets put together better, easier, whatever. Yeah. Boy, that squatting thing really hurt my back. Woof. Anyway. Today I get to figure, I think I should, to help me stay on track, I know there are meals that I need to write down as these are my options. Like right now I've got, 3 spaghetti squash from our garden last year. So those are 3, 4, 5, probably 5 meals because 2 of them are really big. 5 meals. So I need to write down 5 ideas of what to eat with the spaghetti squash. And got any suggestions? I think I want to do, I know for sure I want to do 1 spaghetti because that's yum. And then I can mill up some flour and make some garlic bread to go with that, and that's yummy. Then I don't know, Alfredo? I don't know. Give me some spaghetti squash meal ideas because my main one is spaghetti. Otherwise, it is what it is, but I don't use it as spaghetti. I just kind of dice it up and toss it in things, casseroles and such. So maybe, I don't know, something. I also really am craving, because I have 3 cucumbers over there. So I want to make a pasta salad. I have the, and I know it's really unhealthy because it's got garbage in it, but I have the Olive Garden Italian dressing. I love that with my pasta salad. And I don't have any tomatoes, but I do have some dehydrated tomatoes that I dehydrated last year. So I will use those in my pasta salad with the red onion that I had. So so the 3rd, and today's the 5th, I think it is. So the 3rd, I bought 6 red onions to get me through the month because I use them a lot. Now, Of course, the day after that, I decide I'm not buying any more groceries unless I absolutely have to. I don't know that I'm going to have to, absolutely. I even have I have like 3 big containers of dehydrated vegetables that I really enjoy. So technically, I have everything I need. I have some frozen vegetables, like frozen broccoli, a frozen Normandy, edamame, corn. I have canned corn, canned green beans, lima beans. That's my fave. Lima beans and butter beans. I like those a lot. All right, 159. My goodness, it's taking a minute. Anyway. And what else do I'm trying to look at my pantry shelves. I have some canned soups on the shelf that I canned last year. So the Mexican bean soup, oh my gosh, that is so good. It's so good. So I could put that over a sweet potato. I have a few sweet potatoes left. And I really like that. Or I could make some breads or tortillas, and I have some store-bought tortillas because they're easy. And my husband eats a lot of them, and I can't keep up on making them for him. So, yeah, I'm not going to be doing any sourdough because I don't have any sourdough starter. But I have bulk yeast, so I can do that. I just saw a recipe for red bean and chickpea bread. That looked really, really good. I'm probably not going to try it, but not anytime soon anyway. But that looked really good. Then, so I have chickpeas dried. I have several different beans that I can incorporate in. And I love making a big mess of beans and then just throwing them in here and throwing them in there. And, my eggs yesterday for breakfast, I put I think it was a cup of black beans and heated it up in the refrigerator. And then I put my three eggs over top of that with cilantro and some guacamole. Yes, that was good. I read somewhere that it's healthier to eat your egg whites fully cooked, your egg yolks not. So that's perfect because I love my eggs over medium. So for those, I used to say over easy, but that I was corrected that that's not really what I meant. Okay. And over medium is how I like my eggs. So over medium is how I like my eggs, and that's good. And I should just make some bread, huh? Everything comes back to, oh, well, I could do this or this if I made this bread, or if I should just make some bread. So I think I'll make some bread today. And that will just get me started on a good foot. I'll just be on a good foot making bread today. Now, I don't think I will. I was gonna like strain the yogurt once it gets made, and I'm only making a quart. I usually make a gallon, but I'm only making a quart because I just wanted to know, am I gonna like it? And if I'm not gonna like it, I would rather have only a quart to choke through than a gallon. I mean, really. So, but if I do really like it, I might really, really quickly make some more and do different flavors. And of course, I have to have plain. I like plain. I like plain as a substitute for sour cream. And I like plain. I want to get my taste buds used to things as they are. Natural, not sweet. Everything sweet. So I don't have a lot of sugar stored in my storage, even though I know it's a good calorie, but so are fats. Fats are hard to store. Sugar's not so hard to store. I don't know. Get to figure that out eventually. I need you to hurry up, please. Anyway. If you all could be in my head, boy, it would be, I don't know. Some of the, you know, I don't know what my husband thinks about things all the time. Thinking. Wears me out just watching him. I can just see the wheels turning. And we're like, I don't know what you're thinking about, but good grief. And he's like, well, what were you thinking about? And I was just like, my baloney has a first name. It's Oscar. I mean, really, that's what goes on. I just simple entertainment. That's yeah. Is there like background things going on in that? Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. So, and these new washer and dryers, what do you think of those? I absolutely despise them. Why does it take 2 hours to wash a load of laundry? Anyway. But there it is. These newfangled dangled things. And do they really save on water? Because there's times I have to rewash the entire load because it didn't add enough water to wash the things. I'm pulling them out and I was like, they're dry. In the middle, all of the things in the middle are dry. Maybe I'm overloading it. But then still, I'm running the washer twice. It shouldn't be that big if it can't handle a big load. So those are the things that my brain goes through. Yeah. And people can trigger songs, just random. And I'm like, oh. Yep. Okay, come on, baby. Oh, come on. I want this done. Yeah. How do you do your budget? And you got any suggestions on, you think I do mine wrong? It's working for us. I mean, but everyone still has their opinion and, oh man. Okay, I'm gonna have to go. My phone thingy, this video thingy is saying I have insufficient mobile phone memory. Add options or subtract, whatever. I got more storage on my phone now, so we'll see how that works out. I deleted some of my grandbaby pictures. I don't know. This is new to me. And this isn't normal to me. So here we are. We'll figure it out. Okay, it's the next day since starting the yogurt. So I let it sit in the crock pot until about 9 o'clock at night. So I don't know how many hours that was. 10:30 to 9, 11 to 9-ish, somewhere around there, that area. And then I put it in the refrigerator at bedtime. And then, oh my gosh, check it out. How this turns out. Look how thick that is. Oh my golly. I haven't tasted it yet. Let me taste it. Okay, we'll just, no, don't do that, because then you gotta put that foot. Okay, anyway. So I have some raspberries from my raspberry patch, blueberries, I chopped up some almonds, and the homemade yogurt from the powdered milk. Oh my gosh, look how thick that is. I didn't even strain it. Oh my gosh. Okay. I might add, I might add some maple syrup. I'm not sure. We'll see. Okay. I mean, look how thick that is. Holy cow. Ah. Okay. This is totally my world. My world is just elevated 100% being able to do this. Okay. Make sure I like the taste, right? Okay. Ready? Oh, that's different. I bet it's the goat milk, huh? Yep. I think it's a goat milk. So, I mean, it's different. It's a different yogurt taste. Ooh, bubble. I think it's, yeah. It's not objectionable by any means, but it's not what I'm used to. Huh. I'm salivating. Huh. But, yeah, that's not bad. Okay, now let's get some berries in here. Berries. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. All right, I will be doing this for the next 2 months.